Welcome back to another box break video. This week I'm breaking a box of the Cheers. It just came out 2 days ago, March 5th. Today's March 7th, and this video probably won't be out until I think probably the 21st, but I was looking forward to this and didn't want to wait to open it, so I watched Cheers. I wasn't a fanatic for the program, but I watched it growing up, so we'll see what we get. It's a 99 card base set, and there's 2 autos and 1 relic card. Relic cards I'm not too fond of, so I'm just trying to see what type of autographs I get, and hopefully I get the full set of base, which is possible. Everybody seems to be wanting the Ted Danson and the Kelsey Grammer autos, but personally, if I don't get them, I won't be upset. There's more autos that I'd like to get. And I'll just list the ones I've seen on the list that sort of mean more to me than them. Anne Shadeen, who was the mother on Alf, which is one of my favorite shows growing up. Brent Spiner, who's Data on Star Trek Next Generation, and you've seen my previous videos, who's one of my top 2 shows of all time. Christopher McDonald, who's in a lot of movies, but most known Happy Gilmore, Shooter McGavin. From the main cast, I'd like to have George Wendt, John Ratzenberger, Norm, and Cliff. John Ratzenberger is the voice in a ton of Pixar movies, so that'd be fun to get. Marsha Warfield, she was bailiff in The Night Court back in the 80s program when I was growing up. Tom Berenger, which people probably know from Major League, but he's in a really good movie that I enjoy called Last of the Dogmen. So that'd be a good one to get. And then the 2 sports figures that are in here, Kevin McHale and Wade Boggs. I don't remember the Wade Boggs episode, but I do remember the Kevin McHale episode, and that was funny. So any one of those I'd be perfectly happy with. So there's 24 packs, and I believe there's 5 cards in each pack, and there's 6,000 boxes made, and this is box 2,922. So let's get cracking and see what we can pull. And there's 2, I think, numbered parallel. Well, 1 numbered parallel you can get. The other one's out of 13, I think, if you get a case. But in here you can get numbered out of 86, I think, or 87, something like that, because it's the first year of the show, maybe 82 maybe, but we'll see if we get one. We'll confirm. And then there's other inserts as well, character insert, opening sequence inserts, so I guess pictures from the beginning of the show. And, so let's count 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 and 12. You can start off this time. Rub my lucky piggy's head. This is the Cheers sign. Again, just pictures from each of the episodes, and there's our first character card. Barbette. There's Woody. He doesn't have a signature, Woody Harrelson, but he does have, I guess, a relic card, Dr. Lilith. And there's also dual relic cards you can get. I think there's maybe 2 or 3 of those. But there's Norm. Vessels and he'd come in. There we go, Norm, and they'd ask him what's up, and he'd have a line, and that's actually be one of the inscription autographs I would absolutely love to get, because I actually say it in life. It's a dog-eat-dog world, and I'm wearing milk bone underwear. That's just so funny. It wasn't the time he came in. I think it was in the morning, and I don't even know if they were quite open yet. He asked for a beer, and they said, well, it's whatever in the morning. He goes, put a cornflake in it. Hilarious. And there's one of the norm subset. So Cliff. And feel the cards gives me 80s vibes, which makes sense. The old hockey cards that I used to get all the time. It's got the cardboard feeling. Oh, there's our relic for the pack. Sam Malone, Ted Danson, a piece of his probably shirt. Wardrobe, material worn by Ted Danson. And poor coach who passed away, I think while the show was on, and he got replaced by Woody Harrelson. Well, here's the bordered, the numbered parallel that I was talking about earlier. We'll be able to, oh, gee, looks familiar. So I think it's 80-something. 82. Yeah, because it represents the first year the show came on. I don't know what the 13 represents for the case topper. I don't think they were around for 13 seasons. I could be wrong. I like not having autos yet. I want to save them to the end. I don't want the 2 to come out the first 2 packs and the rest go, ugh. It'd be just base and inserts. Coach. Dang it. Norm. That was life norm, not for the squeamish, coach. Always had a response. There's Fred Dryer. Oh, this could be our first auto. Inscription. And Isabella. Can't read the inscription. I assume it's probably the character. It looks like a character name. Yeah, as Santo Carbone. That's what it sort of looks like, Santo Carbone. So it's auto number 1. Oh, here's our second. It looks like a full bleed. Shout out to Robadob Flob, who loves the full bleeds. They look really nice. Let's see who we get. Gail O'Grady. With Laura Walton. So I think the rest should be base and inserts. Quotable. Coach, nothing is ever obvious to me. Because he played a little bit of a simpleton, just like Woody. Another quotable. I don't think we've seen one from the opening credits, which I'd like to get. I think you're guaranteed one or two. It's kind of funny. I was in Boston for a conference, and I went to Fenway Park for a game and walked from the hotel. And you could walk past through Boston Common, that park or whatever. And I was told on the other side was, I guess, the outside where the Cheers outside that was based on. I would have liked to just gone and just seen it, but I didn't know at the time. There's one of the opening credits. Where everybody knows your name. Gary Portnoy. If you happen to hear a cat in the background, sorry. Another opening credit. Sometimes you wanna go. And then you tack on this and everybody knows your name. I think that may be it. I think there's two. There was one in every 12 packs, so. Four more to go. Memorable duos. That's an insert. Oh, yeah, that's Kate Mulgrew. She has an auto one here. She's the captain on the Starship Voyager in that Star Trek. I think it's a Voyager. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, I was going to say the back. I thought these were the checklists. So they actually, the last two cards of the set, 98, 99, are the checklists. Which you usually don't see in cards anymore, that they provide a checklist in the actual cards. Unlike years ago when I did the hockey, there's always checklists. I think probably even today in some of the sets, the lower end sets. Okay, well that's it. So the hits, our relic was Sam Malone's shirt, and our autos from Gail O'Grady and Ernie Sabella. Not the ones I was looking for, but I'll take them. It was always fun to get on card autographs. So if you have any comments about how you like the set, just put it in the comments below, and we'll talk to you next time.